tonight. It is a terrible story, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it because we on the parenting channel. And guess what? It's another parent that wild out, then acted a complete fool, and just then lost their mind. So we're going to talk about it, and we're going to encourage each other. It I talked about it on my food channel, Date with a Plate. So I titled it "When Dinner Goes Dark: Murder at the Table." And this is not a funny story. It's not lighthearted or anything like that. But I know y'all heard about it. And if you have not heard about it, I'm gonna tell you about it. And I'm going to pray and read a scripture after this because I just feel like after I tell you guys these kind of things, I'm telling you so that as parents, we can be aware of our breaking points. Today was a pretty hard day for me. Again, where I was just like, okay, I'm gonna probably need to get away, but I got stuff on the schedule. See, you gotta schedule time away. You gotta schedule vacations and all that. You gotta schedule time off of work. If you got PTO, you need to do that because this mom, I don't know when her breaking point was, but her breaking point was terrible. And also, I'm going to tell you guys about when she was on paternity court as well. So if you guys haven't heard just yet, about the mom who the Texas mom who shot her four kids, and I kept saying pew pew on the other. I think I'm allowed to say shot on YouTube. Hopefully I am because everybody else was saying it. The news was saying it, so they wasn't saying pew pew. They were saying shot. So if you guys have not heard about this Texas mom shot her four kids, and two of them have passed away and two of the others are in critical condition. I'm about to tell you about the story. But again, I'm just telling you guys, not for fear and not for us to judge everybody, but I'm telling you all because sometimes, hello, how are you? I'm telling you all because as parents, sometimes we have to really just kind of hone in when we are feeling a certain type of way. I'm from the States, of course. I'm in Ohio. How are you all? Hi, thank you for joining. But if you guys have not heard about this, like I said, this Texas mom shot her four kids. And two of them have passed away. Thank you so much. Two of them have passed away. And then one, or no, two have passed away, and two are in critical condition. So, what I've learned, yes, I am from the U.S. What I've learned about this story is this is a 31-year-old mom. I want to say her name is Oninda. I might be saying it wrong. Onida Romulus. I'm gonna just say Romulus because I know I'm saying her last name right. But y'all need to look this up. So this lady is 31 years old. She was on paternity court some years ago. And I actually seen that episode. I don't know where I seen it, but I seen it from somewhere and I was like, "Oh, I remember her." So anyway, she was on paternity court and she had two men on the paternity court and she was trying to find the father for her 18-month-old boy. So I'm not sure if this the she had a 13-year-old boy and a 8-year-old boy. So I'm thinking it was the 13-year-old. So she was on there maybe like 11 years ago. And then so when she ended up getting on paternity court, she had these two men on there. And she was kind of wilding, and you know how on paternity court they just kind of act a fool and things like that. So it came out that the son was actually living with one of the men. He had been taking care of the baby since pretty much he was born. And so with that, he had been with the baby, and come to find out, neither one of the men were the fathers of this baby. And so the guy that had been taking care of the baby and who he was living with was devastated. And so at the end he was like, "You know what? Even though I'm not the dad, I'm still going to take care of him. This doesn't take care, erase my responsibilities." And this Romulus lady, Oninda, she's like, "No, you don't have to take care of him. Like, I feel," and you could just tell this woman had just made plenty of mistakes. I mean, terrible mistakes. And so she looked like in that episode, she looked like she was at her breaking point, period. And so with that, you could tell there was something still going on. So I wish somebody would have kind of like got her some help back then. Looking at her social media and things like that, she was a mom that wanted to be outside. You know how people joke like "f them kids" and all that. She had that on there and talking about mama got a life too and go to happy hour, "f them kids" and all of that. Well, some people joke and some people are serious, and it seemed like this lady was serious because a couple of days ago she ended up shooting two of her kids. Two passed away, the 13-year-old boy, the 3-year-old girl, and then the other two were injured pretty bad, 8-year-old boy and 9-year-old girl. She called 911 and was telling the police, she said, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. So I don't know where this lady, what she was talking about. She also said that her children are with the devil and she was going to kill them all. So that leads me to know this mom wasn't all there. They probably will try to do the insanity thing, but I really don't know. Right now, this is alleged because she hasn't been charged. She's been charged, but she hasn't been convicted of the crime. But I mean, they pretty much got evidence. She shot these kids allegedly in a gas station at like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock a.m. So why she was there, we have no idea. But yeah, this lady went loopy. And so I just kind of want to, and then two other things. She had the DUI and improper um, tax charge, and she did have CPS come to her house one time, but they didn't release those records yet. So my thing is, parents, you know your breaking point. That was a woman in another she. Okay. You know your breaking point. And at this point, when you get like this, y'all, we got to start taking breaks. We got to book these vacations and get away. We have to not put so much on our plate. We have to start really being honest with people and say, hey, from the looks of it, when I looked at these four children and their last names, it looks like they may have four different dads. So at the time, I feel like she should have probably said, hey, I don't know if they were in their life or whatever. It sounds like she had a dad. So guys, we got to still, when stuff like this comes up, we got to say, listen, I'm at my breaking point. I'm at my wit's end. I need some help. And I know a lot of times it's very hard to ask for help as parents because people will use it against you. People will say different things. They'll say they're going to help and then they may throw it in your face, all that kind of stuff. But we have to know when we're at our breaking point. And this mom being able to somehow shoot her children and then kill two of them and badly injure the other two, we got to do better. We have to do better. So I wanted to get on here not to provoke fear or anything like that, but for us to pray for these babies, pray for their healing, pray for their restoration of their minds in this trauma. I pray that they have great trauma professionals that's going to help them through the way. I mean, this is a lot for two. I mean, and they're not even teens yet. And even if it was a teen, this is still a lot to digest. And then they lost their siblings. They're going to lose their mom. I mean, and they were shot by their own mom. Like, this is crazy, y'all. We got to find another way to do this. So I wanted to get on here and just encourage parents. If you are having a meltdown, if you believe you're having a mental break, you need to really call and tell somebody. And if you think you're going to be judged and all that other stuff, then tell somebody that you can safely trust and get your kids out of danger. We don't want any more kids being unalive. We don't want any more people going to jail, and all this is getting out of hand, y'all. So I want to read real quick Psalms 91, the protection scripture over us and over our kids. And you guys pray over your kids, give them hugs and kisses tonight. And Psalms 91, he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the hunter and from the deadly pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings ye shall find protection. His faithfulness shall be your shield and wall. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrows that fly by the day. nor of the pestilence that pursues in darkness, nor of the destruction that strikes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall ye behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is your refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling, there shall be no evil befall you, neither shall any plague come near your tent. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to guard you in all of your ways. They shall bear you up with your hands, lest ye strike your foot against a stone. Ye shall tread upon the lion and the otter, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample under foot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. So that is our scripture for tonight, our prayer scripture, our protection scripture. And again, keep the babies in your prayers, the 8-year-old boy, the 9-year-old girl, for restoration, recovery, speedy healing, and trauma release. So, yeah, parents, I see you guys. I love you all. I am praying for you all. If you think you need some help, please get some help. Please call someone, um, because I'm rooting for you all, and we got to protect these kids. So, all right, it's Regina Long with Not So Perfect Parenting.